Today's internet story is about Sasuke. It's a friend of mine. He I met him on PS3. I was in PlayStation Home and I was playing this game called Little Bit Planet. And I was just trying to like find people to play with. You know, you can set your icon as looking for somebody to play with in this game. And it'll say 1 out of 4 players. So I went to the Little Big Home um world. It's kind of like what's the game? Um, VR chat. It's kind of like VR chat, but you create like sim like characters and you can walk around, dance, and talk to people. Just to give you like a breakdown of what PlayStation Home is. So I'm just standing there, waiting for somebody to play with, and this guy comes over and he joins the game. I was like, "Oh, you trying to play a little bit plenty?" He was like, "Yeah." And then somehow we got on the topic of like other games we played, and like I think we were talking about anime too, and we just became cool. He was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to play right now. It was good talking to you." And so he added me, and the next day I saw he had another game that I played, and I was like, "Are you trying to run it?" He was like, "Yeah." So we started playing that game. Like we was playing like a lot of games, just consistently, like every other day. And it came to a point where he never used a mic. So we always like messaged each other. He was like, "Hey, these messages kind of slow," and it started like a group chat. So we started like a PS3 group chat. We would always talk there. Like we would never delete the group chat. It was like the same one we used every single day. So we would talk there, and sometimes we play PlayStation Home a lot and just like fuck with people. Because later he told me on later in life he told me I joined your game to troll you initially, but I found out you were cool, so I couldn't troll you. So I was like, dang, I was a victim of you, nigga. Like you was finna troll the shit out of me. But um, that was around the time I used to stay up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, like just playing games. Like we'd be on PlayStation Home, just in that whole like exploring stuff or just fucking with people. Like we were like really real bad trolls, bro. Like we weren't evil, but we would fuck with a lot of people just for the hell of it. But it came like we've known each other at that point. I think around 2 years, and he had asked. It was something he asked me. He was like, "How old are you?" And I was like, I was 14 at the time. I think he was like 16 or something like that, or 17. He was older, but he was like not a lot older at the time. But he after I told him that, he was like, "Oh, I didn't know you were that young. I thought you were like my age." And I was like, "No, I'm a lot younger. Goddamn, I think I was still in middle school." But he was like, "I got a friend that's like almost the same age as you." I was like, "Okay, cool." So he made another. I think he either invited him to that group chat or made another one. No, he invited him to him because we said we are gonna keep using that one. But he invited him, and it was my boy Capital Moto. And he was like, "Yeah, this is D. This is Moto." And he was like, "What's up?" We had like some of the same interests, like off the rip. I was like, "What made him just introduce two niggas of the same age?" I guess like you think they would have something in common, but I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't get it. We were all good friends. It was just like, what made you think to do that? But anyway, we all started playing games together, like in trios. Like we were playing Call of Duty, Uncharted. We spent a lot of time on Uncharted. Like we played the shit out of that game, and it was like around the time we started playing GTA 4 online. Something weird happened with him. Like something weird happened with Sasuke. So out of nowhere, he just like leaves the group chat. I was like, he good? And I asked Capital Moto, was he good? He was like, I don't know. I'm gonna message him. And we still had him on our friends list, but we were like, hey, you good? Like I saw you left the group chat. And like the next day he deleted both of us. I messaged Moto, I was like, what the fuck just happened? Did Sasuke delete you? He was like, yeah, what the fuck? And he was like gone. He just disappeared out of nowhere. I'm laughing about it now, but I was kind of like traumatized. Which I was like, where the fuck did this nigga just go? Like he just dipped out on us. Kawamoto was like, he was just as confused. He was like, why does this nigga just leave? Like I don't understand. Like, did I say something wrong? Like we were asking each other, like, did we fuck up? Like, did we piss him off? And we could never figure it out. Like we would still like play games with each other. It was just like, where is he? It's literally like Sasuke left the fucking village, bro. It's so ironic. Sasuke is like the base of his name, but it's like other numbers on there and stuff like that. But his name was Sasuke, and I thought he was like committing to some type of bit or some shit because we've known each other at this point for like 3 years, and you just up and leave the group chat. That's crazy. So I think it was like, I don't want to say it was a year because it felt like a year. It was like a year later. This nigga sends me a friend request, and I was like, "Is this real?" I said, "Are you good, bro?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna try to explain it when I get in the group chat with y'all if you send me an invite." And I was like, "Yeah, I got you. Let's talk about it." So I invited him to the group chat. No, I told Capital Moto first. I said I just got friend request from Sasuke. He was like, "Huh?" He said, and then he said he had just got one like right after that. He's like, "What the fuck is going on with this man?" I was like, "I don't know, bro." So I ain't seen this nigga in a year. I hope nothing bad happened. Like I was worried about him, but he joined the group chat, and we was like, "So you good, bro? Like what happened?" This man was like, "Honestly, I can't even tell you why I did that. I." He said, "It's I don't know." He just said he didn't know why he did it. So we was like, okay. And I forgot what Capital Moto said, but he I don't think he fucked with that answer at all. But I was like, all right, bro. I guess. So like a year or so go by. This nigga does it again. He fucking disappears. He disappears for a really long time this time. I think it was close to me getting a PS4. That was around the time I heard from him again. No, it was a little bit before that. I think I don't know, but it was like a real long time. But the next time he tried to come back, Capital Moto was like, "No, fuck that. That's why is he doing that? Like he can't give us an answer. Like we've known each other for a really long time. Like we've known each other for a long ass time. Like these are like my friends I met from PS3. Like like I think these are the only few that I've kept up with from PS3. Like most of the other ones, they're like from school or something like that. But I don't know. It was weird that he did that. I let him add me again, and I just didn't talk to him because like how the fuck you gonna delete us twice in the amount of years we've like known each other like with no word, no explanation? It's weird, bro. So Kapamoto wasn't fucking with him no more. Uh, and I started playing games like on and off with him, and eventually, like I think I went off to college, and I just wasn't really keeping up with anybody. I would still tell him happy birthday from like the PlayStation app, but I don't think he went anywhere beyond that for a long time. But like I said, I kept up with Capital Moto, consistent. Like we still play games and stuff, like even on PS4. Like he still hit me up, chop it up every once in a while. But with Sasuke, I don't know. It was just something off about him. Like I think one day he came back and he like really apologized, like for deleting us, because he just did it out of nowhere. Because he noticed like we weren't talking to him. He was like, I'm really sorry. Like I hate that I did it. It was childish. It was some. He said it was something. I can't really say what it was, but it was something personal, and I get it. But I was like, you just gotta let us know, bro. Like you ain't gotta go in depth about it. Just say like, I just say something. I don't know. Oh, people outside. Down. But yeah, that was a weird time. Like I haven't talked to him recently. I think last time I talked to him was like when I graduated from college. But yeah, it was a wild ride with him. Like it's a lot of stories in between, but it would probably take too long for me to get through this if I were to tell those stories, like the daily stories of us gaming. What's going on, Eddie? I'm doing all right. I'm just telling an internet story about a friend I had on PS3. His name was Sasuke, but it was like other numbers behind it. Sasuke actually left the village. It's ironic that's his name because he left the group chat without word and just didn't come back until like a year later. It's so ironic that's his name. That nigga left the Leaf Village. This sake. Yeah, that nigga. He was cool though. I mean, I still think he's a cool guy, but it's just like I haven't talked to him in a while, so nigga like just abruptly left after knowing us for like 2 or 3 years. It's like I don't fuck with y'all. It was weird. Yeah, what's going on, Maya? Damn, I hate that y'all missed the long ass story I just told. It wasn't that long, but it's a pretty good story about a person with the username Sasuke and actually leaving a group chat and coming back a year later. Damn, was it a life event? You talking about the reason he left? It was a life event. Like it was something that was bothering him, but he didn't say anything. And he didn't kind of like gauge us on it. Like the first time it was okay, but he did it a second time, and that's where it kind of like rubbed us the wrong way. It's like we get is like something wrong, but for one, why do you have to delete us? Two, you just you can really just turn off your PS3. But two, you can't give us a heads up when you finna do this. Like he just abruptly deletes us, and it's weird. Cause at first we thought we did something wrong. Like we were trying to run trace our steps back. Like did I say something to piss him off? This and that. Like I don't know. It was just a very weird situation. Like he didn't tell me what the issue was until like after knowing each other for 5 years. Cause he noticed like we weren't really talking to him for real, and he just he had told us like what was going. He told me what was going on because my other friend he wasn't fucking with him no more. Like he he did not want to talk to that nigga. But he kind of gave me the basis of what was going on. I was like, just let us know. It wasn't something that he had to delete us for. It really didn't have anything to do with like games or the PS3 or anything like that. I don't know why he deleted us specifically because everybody else said they didn't get deleted by him because we've known some of his mutual friends and they said he was still on the list. So I was like, why us two? Like what the fuck happened? Like what did we do to you? Sasuke got that Gemini Kendrick spirit. He ain't lying. That was a Gemini thing to do. It was so weird and terrifying because I was like, where is this nigga at? Where did he go? Like he left for 6 months, and the second time he left for an entire year. Because I saw like the last time I missed him, I was like, this nigga's been gone for a year. What is going on? It was something else. It was a traumatic thing. Because it was just like you just magically disappear, bro. I just couldn't. I don't know. Because it's like we gamed like every day, every single day. Now these were the friends I was up with at like 3 a.m. playing Uncharted with. All right, now I'm gonna get into this